Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Unity of Bellevue. I'm Reverend Charles Perry. I'm the senior minister here at Unity of Bellevue, and I am just delighted to have you all with us this morning. I think we're going to have a really good time today. If you're new, I want you to know that we're here to help heal what ails you, and if you have something that's on your mind or heart or bothering you, please let me know. You can either grab me after the service, or there are some of my business cards on that little round table at the exit, and they have both my cell number and my email address. Please reach out because we are here to help. Also, if you are new, I want you to notice there's a welcome, it's actually not the welcome table, it's a welcome bar, but it's that way on the way to the food after the service. A lot of great information on there, including a welcome packet that is it's a white and teal envelope. So grab one of those. And inside you'll find a bunch of good stuff, but I want you to notice the connection card that you can fill out and leave with us, and we'll get you into our database, and we can let you know about all the great stuff that's going on here. And if you just want to fill out a connection card, they are in the seat back in front of you. And if you're online, and good morning to all of our beautiful friends online, you can go to our website, www.unityofbellevue.org, and then go to the I'm New page. And if you'd like a welcome packet, there's a small form to fill out, and we will snail mail you one. But if you just want to get signed up for our e-newsletter, go to the bottom of any page on the website, and there is a place to do that. Also, we want you to know that you are welcome, accepted, safe, and celebrated here, regardless of your race, creed, color, ethnicity, national origin, religious background, sexuality, gender identity, economic status, or if you're a person who is differently abled. And on that note, we have hearing assist devices available, and you can ask our usher or our greeters for one of those as you're coming in. It might be a little late for this morning, but next week, make sure you get yourself hooked up. I actually do say a couple things worth hearing through the course of a given service. Just one or two, that's. You are the divine in expression, and you are welcome here. And we like to express this oneness with our statement of being. And I'd like to invite you all to join me in affirming it together. There is only one presence and one power active as my life and as the universe, God the good, omnipotent. Now, if you would please join me in affirming our vision together. Healed, spiritually awakened people living in harmony in a world that works for all. Unity is a positive, practical, progressive approach to Christianity based on the teachings of Jesus and the power of prayer. Unity honors the universal truths in all religions and respects each individual's right to choose a spiritual path. And we are delighted that you have chosen to walk with us this morning. We like to begin everything that we do with prayer, so won't you please join me now? Sweet Spirit, on this beautiful morning, we are so deeply grateful to be gathered here together, to be able to walk our path with other folks who are also searching to transform themselves into the Christ, the highest level of spirit we can attain. We may not be perfect, but we are perfectly happy working and learning and growing and loving together. So for each other, for this place that so many loving hands have made possible and taken care of through the years, for everyone involved in making today happen, and for all the precious souls whose lives we may touch, we say thank you. Thank you, sweet Spirit. Thank you, God. So it is. Amen. All right, and now it's time to welcome our music director, Tony Surzo, and our wonderful music team.
Good morning, everybody. I am here this morning with Matt Corey and the lovely Becky Thatcher.
Hi, guys. Good morning.
I hope you like that song that we opened.
Matt's a pretty good-looking fella, too.
I know.
thrown.
You know, it's funny. As I was saying
You
those
know,
words, I was thinking to myself,
Matt Corey
that
and the
might
lovely
not,
Becky Thatcher. It's like,
you know,
It's usually just, oh, the lovely Becky Thatcher and Matt.
No, it is never that. No.
like me.
And there's Matt.
Like me, Matt married above his station. So please stand as you are able and join us in singing.
This is a Ricky Myers song, and I think Beverly Doherty may have given this to us a long time ago. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me know that love is all around. Let me know that love is all around. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way. Let me love in a holy, holy way. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me share the good that's all around.
Let me share in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me care with those around the world.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Yeah. Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Love is my decision. It's up to me to give of my heart. Love is my decision. No one else can tell me to start. And once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. Love is my decision. It's up to me to dance down that road. Love is my decision. No one else can lighten my load. Once I decide to change my mind, God will show me how. Love is my decision right here and now. My decision right here and now. Thank you. Please be seated.
I send my love over the mountains. I send my love over the sea. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my love into the mountains. I send my love over the seas. I send my love into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my joy over the mountains. I send my joy over the seas. I send my joy into the heavens, and it returns to me. I send my peace in over the mountains. I send my peace over the seas. I send my peace into the heavens, and it returns to me. And it returns to me. And it returns to me.
So now's the time in our service when we move into meditation. And I invite you to get comfortable where you are. If you haven't already done so, feel free to close your eyes. Maybe lay aside anything that you're holding in your hands, and most especially anything that you may be holding in your mind or on your heart. Just try to take a couple of deep breaths and let that stuff go. Yeah. Maybe 2 or 3. So often we think it's up to us to carry the weight of the world. And it is admirable to care. And our care begins with self-care. Just like our love begins with self-love. Before we can send our love over the mountains or into the seas, you know, it's helpful to go within and see if there's anything that needs loved there. So many of us deal with various forms of self-loathing, shame, regret, recrimination. And we may wonder why our world isn't changing. Change begins within. It doesn't stop there, but it begins there. Myrtle Fillmore began to change her health by changing the way she talked to her body. So much body shame in our culture. So easy to get caught up in that. And what we need is to look within and say, I love you. To support our body systems. You know, maybe if we're out of balance in a way, you know, let that thing know, I love you. The way Myrtle did with her lungs and all of her organs when she had tuberculosis. Seeing it healthy, believing it healthy, telling it we love it. Maybe we're dealing with trauma that goes back to childhood. Can you visualize yourself as a child? You know, maybe if you can remember any of your grade school pictures, just remember that sweet little face and say, I love you. I love you. Begin right here. Begin within. I love you. I love you. Before we begin to visualize everything else, can we visualize ourselves and say, I love you? When we understand that we are children of the divine, we are divine through and through. We are God's stuff made manifest, just like the plants and the animals, the trees, the air, the planet, the rivers, the oceans. Can we say, I love you then? I invite us all to spend a little time of communion with Spirit, being able to say, I love you in the silence. I don't think it's any accident that as I just spent that time saying, I love you to myself, I felt my smile getting bigger and bigger. If we want to radiate love, it's like a lamp or a candle. We need to light the fire within, you know? We need to be able to say, I love you to ourselves and mean it and live from it. Not live like we're punishing ourselves for whatever it is we think we've done wrong or we're ashamed of or we wish we'd done differently. None of that. If we need to change, yeah, let's do that, because we love ourselves and we love the people around us. Yeah, that's okay. But let's do it from a place of love. Let's love ourselves into transforming into the highest people we could be sent here to be, into the Christ, the anointed, the child of the divine that we truly are. Just say with me quietly now, I love you. 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 So it is. Amen. Thank you. So before I get started on what I am going to talk about, which is not what I was going to talk about as of yesterday, that happens. I do want to thank all of you for the love and the well wishes about having to put my dog down this past week. Actually, my daughter has had Murphy since I went overseas in 2017, but I still thought of Murphy as my dog. So for those of you who said something or sent me an email, and some of you even sent me those e-cards, thank you. Thank you. It means a lot. And just to, I'm sure some of you are curious. So late Monday, I messaged her and asked her how it went, and this is what she said. It's done, and it went as smoothly and peacefully as it could have. I'm actually feeling way more at peace than I thought I would. And then she said that a friend of hers that she's known since college was hanging with her, which I was very, very happy, since I couldn't get to Chicago with the amount of notice that we had. Anyway, so every once in a while, so basically the way I do talks is Thursdays and Fridays I spend doing my research and writing the talk, and then going over it and meditating on it and doing all that, getting ready to stand up here and do this. And every once in a while, I'll get through that process and I'll think, yeah, I got this thing, it's on lockdown, it's all, it's all programmed in, good to go. And then something will just tug at my mind and be like, yeah, you're not done, Charles. And this weekend is one of those times. So I'm supposed to take Saturdays off, and yesterday we were actually beginning the move from Seattle over here to Bellevue. But last night after we got done, I was like, I told Laura, I was like, I think I need to just go over my talk some. She's like, okay. So I went in and I reread the chapter on love in the 12 Powers of Man, and I dug back into Myrtle Fillmore's Healing Letters, which, if you weren't here last month on the third Sunday, what I'm doing this year is each month we're doing one of the 12 powers. And on the third Sunday of each month, because we have begun really focusing this ministry on healing, is we're looking at the power of the month through the lens of Myrtle Fillmore's Healing Letters. So I went back to Myrtle, and I was like, okay, well, let's start over again. And although none of the chapters in Myrtle's book deal specifically with love and with issues related to love, the book opens with a poem that she wrote called My Love to Thee. And I want to share it with you because it is pretty profound. It's called My Love to Thee, and it is adapted from the Rosary, which I found fascinating. And it's by Myrtle Fillmore. The hours I've spent with Thee, dear Lord, are pearls of priceless worth to me. My soul, my being merge in sweet accord in love for Thee, in love for Thee. Each hour a pearl, each pearl a prayer, binding Thy presence close to me. I only know that Thou art there, and I am lost in Thee. O glorious joys that thrill and bless, O visions sweet of love divine, my soul in rapturous bliss can ill express that Thou art mine, O Lord, that Thou art mine. It's just lovely, precious stuff. And the thing is how that lands with us is very much dependent on our image of the divine, isn't it? And I know that for many of us, myself included, growing up, we were attempting to grok a story of God as, the dude somewhere in a place called heaven on a throne with, usually I'm thinking, kind of like Gandalf, right? Like the long white hair and the beard and, right? The robes, angels sort of, thronged around and like a king or a judge, that kind of thing. And I mean, I was just like, I can't get there. I could never get there. I tried really hard. I couldn't do it. And then after, decades of searching, I landed in, this, not this particular Unity Church, but in a Unity Church. And what they opened my mind to was this idea that God was the universe, everything in it, all that lies behind it, whatever that is, and the laws by which it operates. The whole darn shooting match, most of which we have no clue what is. That's God. Now, if I can love that with the passion and the intimacy that Myrtle just described, that changes everything. I mean, it is a profound difference in trying to love some dude who's going to condemn me to a fiery pit for eternity unless I believe what he tells me to believe the way he tells me to believe it. Versus everything, everyone, everywhere. People I don't agree with. Things that are unpleasant. Places I don't know exist. The edges of the universe and whatever the heck's beyond that. Maybe there's a multiverse out there. I don't know. I'm going to love that because that's part of God too. It is such a different way of living because it changes absolutely everything. In her healing letters, Myrtle talks, for example, about if you are trying to heal something or change something, right? And very often in Unity, we use affirmations to help us do that, like the little affirmations that you get when we do our sacred walk of abundance. What she goes into great detail with this one person, this one letter writer about is it doesn't work if you say the affirmation and then you go back to thinking the same thoughts, doing the same things, saying the same stuff that you were doing. If you're saying, oh, I am healed, whole, and healthy, and then you turn around and you get on the phone with your sister and it's like, yeah, I went to the doctor today and they found all this stuff wrong, and it's on and on and on like we kind of tend to do. I've seen some of these conversations that we have, and they get into what I call dueling prescriptions. Okay, be honest. How many of us have been in a conversation of like that, right? Yeah. There's more of us than are admitting to it. I feel certain. And I mean, it has become human nature. And we can do better than that, We really can. And not only can we do better than that, but we want to do better than that because it is a way of living better, right? It may not cure us. Gotcha. But it's still better. Being in love with life and in love with the universe beats the hell out of the alternative, people. I promise. And viewing it that way, viewing it as love, right? I mean, so often in our culture, love is, it tends to be reserved for the romantic experience. That's the box that our culture likes to keep love in. You know, although they like for us to love consuming things because that's profitable. But when we love outside of ourselves, when we love people that don't look like us or didn't grow up in the same place we did or weren't born in the same nation that we were born in, it changes who we are and what we do. When we love this planet that we live on, that's going to change some of our decision-making processes, and that might cost some people some money. And that's okay, you know. I love being here. I love it. You know, and it hits me every time and I'm not going to have that experience, for very much longer, but when I drive, like to church every Sunday morning, I'm coming across that bridge, on Lake Washington. I'm looking out at this gorgeous lake and these mountains, and on days when I can, when the mountain's out, and it was funny this morning, right? Rainier, couldn't see it, but I could actually see Baker up in the other direction. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But, my thought is not just it's pretty. My thought is I love it, right? I love this place. I love being here. And I love these people. So Laura and I were moving stuff over here to Bellevue yesterday. And I just love my wife so much. It's Valentine's Day, and we're schlepping stuff. And our Valentine's Day date ends up being the food court at Crossroads. Not making this up, right? But so here we are. We're sitting in the food court, and I mean, there are people of every shade, and there are conversations going on in multiple languages I don't know all around us. It's like hubbub, and I love it. I love, I'm sitting here eating Vietnamese food. She's having Mediterranean. It's just this place is so polycultural. I love that. And it's so much healthier, I think, than trying to make everything like the way it was when I grew up. This isn't white enough for me. Jeez, really? You said that with your outside voice? I love it, So, one of the things that Myrtle points out when she talks about how we love people, and I know I was supposed to talk about love and service today, right? So, when we talk about helping other people, and she does, one of the things that she points out, and again, I just need to say that these excerpts in this book are her direct letters to people who wrote into Silent Unity back in the day, because that's the way that they did it. They didn't call on the phone. They wrote letters. So we don't know what the person said to her that made her say this thing. Just like we don't know what messages Paul got from those churches when he sent them those letters that sometimes said stuff that's like, man, Paul, really? There may have been stuff going on that needed to be addressed. He was trying to build a church. So we're not sure what she was responding to, but one of the things that she says about serving other people, and she didn't have the language that we use today, was about not enabling them, right? About letting people find their own way, even people who are evil. And she actually uses that word. We don't hear that in Unity very often. And of course, it's because we don't think of evil with a capital E being its own power in the universe, because we don't believe that. That's why we, at the beginning of every service, we make that very clear. There's only one presence and one power. Right? And the way short version of the way I interpret it is that evil is selfishness and good is selflessness. Yeah. Which means that there are selfish people in the world, right? Many of them right here in the good old US of A. And what Mama Myrtle tells us is we can't just hate on those people. You know, we gotta see the divine in them. And hope, I know, it's like, really? It's like some of the teachings of Jesus. It's like, dang, Big J, that's tough. Love my enemies? Are you nuts? And Myrtle's basically saying the same thing. We can't do stuff for them. We can't necessarily change them. What we can do is be the best us we can be. Maybe they'll see it. Maybe they'll get around to changing it. Maybe they won't. Now, here's the thing. It does not mean, just because we say, okay, I'm not going to try to talk you into being a decent human being, because you're pretty committed to not being a decent human being. You're pretty committed to mistreating other people. I don't know why. I don't get that, right? What I can do is I can draw some boundaries, and I can do my best to enforce those boundaries, right? And we collectively, because we make a lot of decisions collectively, we do that usually governmentally, all right? We can also work to change things collectively for the betterment of all, not just a small group of very well-to-do individuals and the folks that they've connived into supporting them. We can still be good, do good, and move ourselves collectively in the direction of good, of selflessness, of taking care of the least among us. We can do that. That's okay. Some of those other folks may eventually come along kicking and screaming. Sometimes, though, where this really shows up is in our interpersonal relationships. I remember one night, this is back when I was a single dad with custody of my girls. And I was on the phone with a friend of mine from work. And Colleen came in to say goodnight to me. And she said, "I love you, Dad." And I said, we hugged each other. I said, "I love you, Colleen." And I could hear Marilyn on the phone, and she goes, "Oh." And I was like, "What?" And she said, "My dad never told me he loved me." And honestly, most of the time I grew up, that was about the same. My dad was one of those very patriarchal, male, type A difficult individuals. So telling him, "Dad, you're doing the dadding wrong because you're not telling us you love us," would absolutely not have worked. But what I noticed, so for a long time, when I was still married to the girl's mom, about every third weekend, we would drive down to his condo, and I'd give, Mom got the weekend off, and the girls and I went to see Grandpa. So Dad spent time with me and my girls, and he saw how I fathered. And by the time he died, Dad would at least on the regular, when we were, saying goodbye, and I said, I love you, Dad, he'd say, "I love you too." I mean, it took a long, decades, right, to get there. But, if change is possible for Bob Perry, it's possible for most of them. I promise you. Love is bigger than we think. And we've been taught how to love wrong. Like yesterday was Valentine's Day, and it sent me back in my mind. So I remember when I was a kid in grade school, and this is mid to late 60s, early 70s. Valentine's Day, to get ready for it, our teachers would give us each a little white paper bag, and we'd have like a class period or whatever to decorate them and put our name on them. I see a couple of you nodding your heads up and down. Your teachers did this too, right? So we put our names on them. We cut out hearts and stuff and put on them, and then we put them all around the classroom, right? And then for like the week or so, like once we put them up there for a week or so, people would be able to come in and put little Valentines into our bags. And then on Valentine's Day, we had some kind of, like usually a cupcake or some kind of little snack. And then we would all get our Valentines and go through them. And of course, we were, hoping that whoever we were kind of sweet on would have, sent us a nice Valentine, maybe said more than just sign it, And of course, we might not even get one from them because there was no requirement to give everybody one. And some of the, we also had some time to make some Valentines in case, that you couldn't afford to buy the store-bought ones. And there is a term I haven't used in a long time. Store-bought, yeah, right? I remember my grandmother saying that like it was a pejorative. But to me, that set up this idea that we might not be worthy of being loved. And that there were some people in our circles that also were not worthy for some reason. Now, if we were going to go through that little exercise there, I think the thing that would have been the best way to teach us as children would be everybody gets a Valentine from you, and you get a Valentine from everybody. Such a better lesson, I think, for us to really love the universe, to love God, as difficult as it may be, and I get it's really tough right now, in some cases in particular. We have got to see the divine in everyone and everything. It's all God. Doesn't mean that some of it isn't painful. It is. Doesn't mean some of it isn't difficult. It doesn't mean some of it's not harmful. When we did our pray-in this morning, Denise read a piece from the Daily Word about divine order, which essentially is the law of cause and effect. When we say we love God, the universe, everything in it, all that lies behind it, and the laws by which it operates. We have to love divine order. We have to love that too. Because what that does is it gives us agency. That's really kind of like eating from the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Now we know what's good. We know what's evil. We got to love everything and everybody, but can we choose to do the right thing? Can we choose to love even when it's tough? And it's got to start within, just like I talked about in meditation. I still struggle with loving myself, I'll be honest. I had enough childhood trauma, and I did enough stupid things while I was addicted and, actively drinking for a lifetime. I'm still working, But one of the things that really helps me that, I tried to share was I visualize myself, and I think it's about my third grade picture. I visualize that kid. And I try to say, I love you. If I can do that, if I can love the person I've hated the longest, I've got a pretty good shot at loving the universe the way Myrtle taught us how. This week, I want you to give that a shot. You know, see if you can think of loving the universe, right? Loving all this. And there's plenty of really good, beautiful stuff to love to kind of jumpstart things. But start in here. No matter what. No matter who you are, no matter what you've done. Start in here. Say, I love you. I love you. Thank you.
Okay, time for the national anthems. But not ours. Allons enfants de la patrie, le jour de gloire est arrivé. Nothing you can do that can't be done. Nothing you can sing that can't be sung. Nothing you can say, but you can learn how to play the game. It's easy. Nothing you can make that can't be made. No one you can save that can't be saved. Nothing you can do, but you can learn how to be you in time. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. There's nothing you can know that isn't known. Nothing you can see that isn't shown. No way you can be that isn't where you're meant to be. It's easy. All you need is love. All you need is love. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. All you need is love. All together now. All you need is love. Everybody. All you need is love. Love. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is all you need.
Love is
Love is all you need.
all you need. She loves you. Yeah, yeah. Love is all you need. She loves you. Love is all you need. Love is all you need.
Yeah.
Sorry, Paul's a little out of my range.
Yeah, just a little bit. Little Beatles for your Sunday morning. That's lovely. All right, so now it's time in our service when we give back to this place where we've been spiritually fed. And we'll do it our usual way with the sacred walk of abundance. Diane's going to come down, direct traffic. And what we're all going to do here in the sanctuary is if you are giving physically today, you will drop your gift into this little bowl. And then everyone is going to get an affirmation which is, I like to call these spiritual vitamin pills. And, you know, you can take these and put them on your mirror or on your refrigerator and use these all week long. I love this one. My thoughts are enriched by the creative spirit of God within me. I am filled with renewed enthusiasm, and my life is prospered. That's good stuff in there. Okay, so if you're on this side, after you go to the bowl, you're going to come over here and around that way. You guys do the opposite there and around that way, and we make the fire marshal happy. All right, so let's go ahead and bless up our tithes and love offerings with our love offering affirmation, which is on the screen behind me, together. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving. This is the bounty of God, and I send it forth with wisdom and joy. And so we do.
Oh, yeah. All right. Here we go again. That day. No, no. Hey, hey. Give a little bit. Give a little bit of your love to me. I'll give a little bit. I'll give a little bit of my love to you. There's so much that we need to share. So send a smile and show you care. Give a little bit, give a little bit of my life for you. So give a little bit of your time to me. See the man with the lonely eyes. Oh, take his hand, you'll be surprised. Oh, take it. Oh, come along. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Little bit, give a little bit of your love to me. Give a little bit of my life for you. Now's the time that we need to share. So find yourself, we're on our way back home. Oh, going home. Don't you need to feel at home? Oh yeah, we gotta sing. Oh yeah, gotta get a feeling. Oh yeah. Oh, come along too. Oh, come along, come on, come on, come on, come along. Yeah, come along too. Come along. So take a look. Come along too. Come along right. Come a long way. Oh, sing it tonight.
Yeah. Little super tramp for your Sunday morning. Yeah. Sweet Spirit, we give thanks for these tithes and love offerings. We send them forth to do the work of Spirit as lived and taught by our brother and way shower, Jesus the Christ. And we see each gift returning to the giver, not just tenfold, even 100-fold, but 1,000-fold, a good measure, heaped up, pressed down, shaken together, and running over. And so it is. Amen. Okay, so we got some announcements. Today and this week, okay, right immediately following the service, as usual, one-on-one prayer with our prayer chaplain who is on duty today, and that's Denise, and she's over there. She'll be down here. If you got something you want to pray with someone about, she is there for you. Doesn't have to be a bad thing. It can be a good thing. Prayers of celebration are a lot of fun. So come on down, see Denise, get some prayer. If you're online, you can go to our website and go to unityofbellevue.org/pray, and you can submit a prayer request, and it'll go to our prayer chaplains, and they will pray over it. Also, if you got something you're like a little squeamish about talking to a person, there are prayer cards in the seat backs in front of you. You can fill those out, leave them in the prayer box, which is on the little table. It's a little wooden box on that table over there by the south entrance. We love to pray. That's Unity is based on prayer. The McClellans are hosting lunch, and that will be immediately following the service back in the Friendship Hall. So thank you to them for doing that hard work. The Reiki Circle will be meeting in the library and on Zoom. So if you're online, you don't stay on this. You go back to our launch page, and there'll be a different link there that you go to that. But 11:45 for the Reiki Circle. Then following lunch, we have the Diving Deeper small group, which will be at 12:30 in the library, while we're still calling it the library. Choir rehearsal at the same time will be at 12:30 in the Unitine room, which is all the way down to the end of the youth wing on the left. And Tony's going to tell us a little bit about our fundraiser.
Yeah, so last year I took on the role of chairing the marketing committee because I love this job and I want this church to be here for a long time. So I thought, no, I'll do it because no one seemed to want to do it. And so we had our first meeting in September. It's okay if I tell a quick story?
Sure, go ahead.
All right, thank you. So we had our first meeting in September, and I had a little agenda that I typed up, and I threw that away because the committee only wanted to talk about an electronic sign for the front of the building or the side that faces 164th Street. And so I said, okay, here's the deal. If we have a good plan and we do our research, we do our homework, and we can present it to the congregation, it doesn't matter how much money it's going to cost. We'll find the money. But first we need a plan. So we wound up adjourning the meeting. We were in the library, and they started talking about, well, how about over here? What about over there? And I'm like, I don't know this church as well as you all do, so let's go out in the parking lot where you can show me what you're talking about. And we're out there trying to figure out where to put the sign, and at some point, Brian turns around, looks at the building, and goes, how about up there on the second floor of the building? We all went, wow, that's a great idea. So anyway, so we started working on it, and Kathy and Paul Roof, guys, thank you so much for all the work you both did, researching vendors, researching the sign. Monica had said to me, this is a rabbit hole, it's not worth doing. Tony, they do this every few years. They go, oh, we gotta have a sign, and then they find out no one can agree on where it should go or what it should look like. No, we can't get approval from the city, and then the money is crazy and all this stuff. And but we managed to do all that. Kathy worked through the issues with the city, and we got approval. And Paul and Kathy worked through, and all the members of the committee. In fact, if you guys want to stand up, I think we should be recognized, because this is really, I don't see Linda Hilsheim. She's the other member of the committee. There's 5 of us. But anyway, this was a tremendous effort, and I mostly have been cheerleading it because I just couldn't really jump in there much. But we have everything. Except the money. So anyway.
But we're getting there.
So it says that we raised $6,600 so far. Is that in addition to the matching grant, Brian? Yes. So we're at $12,600 of the of the 17,000. So we are a good 2/3 of the way there. So if you can find it in your heart to dig deep and donate to this. The reason we want that sign out there is that we think it will raise the awareness. There's a lot of traffic on 164th back and forth, and when you have this is going to be an electronic sign, so that Sarah will be able to change the message remotely, like from home on her laptop, be able to dial in and go, oh, okay, well, we've got a thing on Saturday, let's put that on the sign. We think this is going to really help to grow the the church. So we think it's worth doing. And anyway, I'm grateful to everybody who has donated so far. And
Yeah.
that's that.
All right, thank you. Yeah. So some of you will be delighted to know I won't be here next week. But we're going to have Rabbi Ted. That should be the delightful part. I hope. So Rabbi Ted, he comes, he's been here a few times in the past couple of weeks, but he comes periodically. He's been a friend of Unity of Bellevue a lot longer than I've been here. In fact, I was looking at all the names on our memorial tiles out there. He's on one of those memorial tiles out there. I guess his congregation back when he was still preaching, I guess you call it, they were here for a while, weren't they?
Yes.
Yeah, for a long time. So he's such a lovely man, and he and I'm a lot closer to him spiritually than a lot of people who call themselves Christians. And one of the things I've noticed is that the mystics of the major religions, and that's Kabbalah or Kabbalah, however you say it, amongst the Jewish folks, which he counts himself as, and the mystics under that, it just went right out for the Muslim mystics. Sufi, yes, thank you, and us, because we are the Christian mystics, right? We tend to have closer ties, and our beliefs are more alike than cross ways than straight up the silo. We agree with them a lot more than some other people that call themselves Christians. Oh my God. Anyway, you guys are in for a treat. So enjoy Rabbi Ted next Sunday. The flowers today were donated for Catalina Lish's 17th birthday. So thank you, Shelley and Monty, and happy birthday to Catalina. One other thing that I don't think I have on here, apparently our sign-up sheet out that's been out on the table out in the lobby is not correct. Susan's group, Encountering Jesus, which will be in the Unity room on Fridays, will be at 11, not 11:30. So if you signed up for that, don't wait till 11:30 to get here. I know we're Unity. I know there were only about half of you here when we began this morning. So yeah, but don't do that to Susan. 11, just 11. Okay. Another thing I don't have in here is we're getting ready to restart our yoga sessions, and Ruth is going to be leading them. Ruth is, just wave to the nice people. Ruth, she's back there. But we at first thought it was going to be March 2nd. It's going to be March 9th. I think she's got a certification thing she has to do, like yoga certification on the 2nd. So March 9th, which is a Monday, we're not doing it Sunday anymore, Monday evening, excuse me, at 6:30. So Monday evening, 6:30, yoga here, aloha. Okay, the day before we kick that off, we will be doing our annual meeting, Sunday, March 8th. I actually did have new yoga and tea series now kicks off. Health and Wellness Fair will be Saturday, March 21st from 10 to 5, and I believe we can still use a few vendors for that if you are someone or know someone who would like to be involved with that. Once again, our shredding event right after April 15th will be April the 18th. That's Saturday at 9:30. Get all that incriminating evidence shredded. And our Carl Anthony concert out in May the 2nd at 6:30. And with
May 1st, Medicine Wheel Drumming.
Okay, May 1st, Medicine Wheel Drumming. Thank you. All right, so with that, yes, Denise?
Her chaplains have a President's Day prayer written.
Oh, nice.
So it's on the little table as you go out.
President's Day prayer on the little table. Anything else for the good of the order? All right, so let's all stand as we're able and sing the peace song and do the prayer for protection.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin.
light of God surrounds us.
We are the light of God.
The love of God enfolds us.
We are the love of God.
The power of God protects us.
We are the power of God.
And the presence of God watches over us.
We are the presence of God.
Wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Have a great week, Unity.